Welcome back to the Power Hour. Thank you for joining us today. We have joining us Bob Chapman for the next 5 minutes. I'll take a couple of phone calls if we can get them in real quick. 800-259-9231. 800-259-9231. We'll only have time for a couple of phone calls. And I know the delay creates a problem so that we can get those phone calls in. But let me just ask you again. What does it mean when a country is buying back its own treasury bills? Explain that to us.
MSNBC said it's the worst possible thing that can happen, and they're right. Because the Fed is creating money out of thin air and buying treasuries. The minute they do that and the money is spent by the Treasury, it's a monetization process which creates inflation immediately. And that's why inflation began in the hyperinflation mode this past month. You haven't seen it yet, but you will 6 or 8 months down the line as it filters its way through the system. And so it's horrible. Only countries that are broke do such things.
Only countries that are broke do such things. Pretty frightening stuff, because that's sort of the end of the line. Now, where do we go after we buy back our treasuries? And that doesn't work.
You go to deflation, and that's called a deflationary depression. And in that deflationary depression, the value of everything except gold and silver dropped 60 to 95%. And that's exactly what happened in the early 1870s and then again during the 1930s in America. And we are in the midst of it now, and it's going to happen in America. And that's why all the things that Joyce tells you about getting food and all of the vitamins and the seeds and the filters and having gold and silver coins is so important, because they are the things that's going to make the difference. I do that. Joyce does that. You should be doing that.
Not to mention the Strauss Heart Drops. I mean, people are stocking up on Strauss Heart Drops.
Yes, I always buy 12 at a time.
Oh, do you really? Wow. Mm-hmm. We should buy them from the Power Hour. Well, that's interesting, because people are starting to buy them because they work, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know what the date on those would be, but doesn't each bottle last you about 2 months?
No, a month.
Oh, is that right? The way you take it?
Yeah, because there's 2 of us taking it.
Oh, that's right. That's right, yeah.
And so, and I live in the third world, so I have to arrange ahead of time to be able to get them. And, customs is forever, what is this? We got to test this, and is this on the prescribed list? And you have no idea what we go through.
Oh, no, we do, because we try to get some products into outward outlying areas, and yeah, it is a problem. But I thank you for joining us in the Power Hour today. I don't know if we did. John, did we have any callers? Did we have time to get any callers in? We didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. But I thank you for joining us in the Power Hour today, because it is looking bleak, and the only thing to do is to keep preparing, because there is going to be some lightning rod that is going to be struck, and something's going to happen before long. We can't continue on like this, can we?
No, we can't. So something's going to give, and that's why we try to bring you the financial information that we do on this program. And I'll be back next week, and we'll do it again.
Thank you so much for joining us. And please keep telling the people out there in the real world what's happening, because we want them to understand what the Power Team knows here at the Power Hour. Thank you, Bob Chapman. Again, the phone number, if you would like to get a complimentary newsletter, 877-479-8178. 877-479-8178.